Hello and welcome. Keep your hand in your skirt. My name is Sabrina. I am your host, Keep Your Hand in Your Skirt podcast. Are you minding your own business, managing your own set point? Today's topic is, what is the secret sauce to manifestation? The secret sauce to manifestation. Are you a law of attraction student? If someone asked you, what do you think the secret sauce to manifestation is? What is your answer? It's a great question, isn't it? So I want to talk about my belief, my opinion about the secret sauce, the most important thing to understand in order to use the tool of law of attraction. See, law of attraction, there's many different teachers, many different people receive or understand law of attraction differently. I personally I believe law of attraction is layered. And I believe often in the beginning, when you first hear about law of attraction, what happened for me, and I know what I've heard happens to other people, is initially you think, oh, like I can use my thoughts to manifest all of the things that I want. Oh, this is exciting. This sounds like a win-win. And so people start writing their list. They start writing their list. And usually the lists are about things, right? Like the car, the boat, the house, right? People like have this list of things. And initially, it sounds like if you're just in a high vibe place, you'll be able to actualize these things, right? You just have to raise your vibration. You just have to be in alignment, and then you can receive the stuff. Is that the whole story? Well, for me, that's only a piece of the story. And there's more pieces that are really, really important to understand. In fact, crucial to understand. Or perhaps you might be a person who has your list without your manifestations. Do you know anyone who has a list without the manifestations? So that is something that happened to me, right? When I learned about the law of attraction, the universal law of the universe, it was like 2005 maybe. And I wrote the list, right? That's what that's what I thought to do. Write the list, raise my vibe, be happy, 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 and then the stuff will come. Well, yes, I did have some good experiences, as well as a lot of the stuff did not show up. And I didn't understand like what I was doing wrong. And for me, one of the things that I did is I did what I'll call spiritual bypassing. I did I'm happy, happy, happy. And I thought if I showed you, I got this happy face, I got this positive energy, I got this Yahoo, Yahoo, Yahoo vibe. I thought that was enough. And I didn't quite realize that just because I have a lot of energy when I'm talking, or just because I have a lot of enthusiasm, it might not be a pure emotional state. Ooh, pure emotional state. Nobody talked about this pure emotional state. And so what am I talking about? Your emotional state, right? It's anyone can, words are free and easy. Right? That's what I say in dating, right? Words are free and easy, but actions show the truth of how you are, what you feel, what type of person you are, right? So anybody can be, oh, that's happy, happy. I feel so great. I'm so empowered. I'm in alignment. I'm going to manifest everything. Yippee. I'm making fun, but not really, because some of us, or for myself, I misunderstood that borderline fake happiness to be an ingredient to manifest. And I didn't understand about my pure emotional state, as well as I didn't understand, and to me, this is the secret sauce. This is the most important piece of understanding law of attraction. To me, the most important thing in understanding law of attraction is to know you can only actualize what is a match to your self-value set point. What is your self-esteem? What is your self-worth? How do you value yourself? If you do not value yourself, if your self-esteem, your self-worth is lower, and the things you are wanting to actualize are higher, you will not be a match. So you can be happy, 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 but if you do not believe you deserve those things, you are worthy of those things, that your self-esteem matches those things that you want, doesn't matter how many happy, happy, joy, joy processes you do, because it is not a pure vibrational match. So, for example, if I'm saying I want to manifest a $100,000 luxury car, that's what I have on my list, that's what I want to actualize. But if I look within, if I look at the truth, if I honestly self-reflect and have self-awareness, do I feel that I deserve a $100,000 car? Do I feel I am worthy of a $100,000 car? Do I feel like a person who could be driving around the city in a $100,000 car, right? If I have any thoughts of, yeah, you're a phony, you're driving around in a $100,000 car on a budget consciousness, or you're pretending that you're something that you're not, like you're struggling to pay your expenses every month, but you're driving around in this $100,000 car, right? You're a phony, you're a hypocrite, this isn't, like, you don't deserve that. That's not the kind of person you are. That's not how you were raised, right? Like, there can be all of these conflicting thoughts, these conflicting beliefs that do not support my actualizing a $100,000 luxury car. It's a possibility. So to me, what I think is important to study or important to learn is, where is your self-value? Where is your self-esteem? So yes, the processes of getting clear on what you want, that's beautiful. But now we got to do the work, right? I really believe that the more work you do to find out what are your limiting beliefs, why don't you feel that you deserve it, where are you incongruent with what you're asking for and what you believe you deserve, and then how do we start changing the gap of where we are to being the kind of person that values themselves, that is comfortable receiving that manifestation. That's the work, to start changing the gap, right? To start finding the limiting thoughts, finding the limiting beliefs, finding the fear-based thinking or the scarcity thinking or the lack mentality, so you can do the work, right? Because a thought is only, a belief is only a thought you keep thinking. So if you're believing, who do I think I am to drive around in a $100,000 car, or this stuff doesn't work, it's for the woo, 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 right? Only some people get to have $100,000. Whatever these bunch of beliefs that are not supporting me actualizing a $100,000 car, I need to figure out that I have those limitations, that I have those scarcity beliefs. I need to find out what they are so I can do the work to release them, or to change the pattern of them, or to pull in something new, right? So just words alone do not bring in the manifestation. It's so important to look at your self-esteem, your self-value. And one of the easiest things you can do if you want to manifest something instantaneously is start intentionally playing the game of instantaneously manifesting an emotional state. And I'll show you how to do that right now. So I want you to think of, let's do this together. Let's say we want right now to instantaneously manifest an emotional state of heart opening. An emotional state where we just feel that warmth, that love, that the heart, your heart is just open and melting, and you just have that ooey, like just that such good feeling. How can you right this now moment instantaneously manifest that emotional state? Well, science has shown one of the easiest ways to change and to allow your vibration to change, the chemistry in your body to change, is to recall a time where you had an heart-opening experience. Maybe it was with your first child, you saw a baby. Maybe it's with your first grandchild, right? I'm getting a grandchild, right? Maybe it's with an animal, a pet. Maybe it's a reunion with somebody you haven't seen, and you see them and your heart just like, oh, You just feel so good to be in their presence. Your heart is just overwhelmed with love, and you just feel so warm and so comforted in their presence. Maybe it's something with geography in nature. Maybe you see something in nature and it just busts your heart wide open. Maybe it's a sunset. Maybe it's a waterfall. Just recall a time where your heart just busted open and you just felt so much love oozing out of you, so much warmth and love oozing out of you. And science shows us that your brain, just by remembering a time of this experience, just by remembering this experience, your brain will start to release the chemicals as if it's happening right now. So that's how you can get a dopamine hit. That's how you can get, right? You can get a hormonal hit, oxytocin hit, by just remembering a memory that just opened your heart. So in this case, that's the emotional state we're going for. But that's why your thoughts are so important, because if you choose to spend your time, if you choose to take your thoughts and remember painful, hurtful situations, you're going to release that experience in your body and you're going to develop that emotional state. So if maybe you had a unhealthy situation, or maybe you were worried about something, or you had stress with money, and then you started remembering different money stories that you personally had, and your body like gets to relive that stress, that pain, that anxiety, right? Then you were summoning that emotional set point, that emotional state of being. And that's why once you understand this, you like, wow, sloppy thinking, right? Sloppy thinking has got to go. Mastering what you choose to think about is such an important skill set. And I'm not talking about spiritual bypassing, right? Because we want to know, we want to feel our feelings, but during our free time, right? During our free time when we're playing our processes and our games to actualize what we want to use our free time to serve us, to help us. And one way we do that is by remembering, replaying different situations that were high vibrational experiences. So this is different than doing spiritual bypass where you just pretend, happy, right? In the beginning, I thought that was how you actualize or you manifest, is you just say the words, but that's not true. So for me, if I am wanting to manifest something, I know that I need to see where is my emotional point right now on that topic. If I am trying to manifest the lover of my dreams, but my emotional set point is disappointment in the male species or hurt feelings with the male gender, then my work is to get in and find my limiting beliefs, my scarcity beliefs, and then do the work. Are those beliefs really true? Are those beliefs, do I want to hold on to those beliefs? Would I like to start to introduce some new thoughts? Would I like to introduce some new beliefs? Would I like to find some people that have successful gentlemen in their life? And if that's what I want to do, then that's where I do the work. That's where I close the gap. So then I can be the set point, the emotional set point that is a vibrational match to the thing I want to actualize. Did that make sense? I'm going to repeat that one more time. So whatever it is you're wanting to manifest or actualize, do you believe you deserve it? What is your self-esteem? Where is your self-worth set point? If you don't feel that you deserve it, or you've got some incongruent, some unpure thoughts, beliefs, emotions about that topic, no problem. Now it's the time to go in and do the work to raise your self-worth, raise your self-value, raise your set point of your self-esteem, who you are, what you deserve to have, what you actually can allow into your life, and you're congruent that you believe you deserve it. right? And that's why they say, like, you can pull in a manifestation, right? You can get really high vibe and pull in a manifestation, but if you haven't done the emotional work, and if you don't believe you deserve it, if you don't believe you're worthy of it, you'll sabotage it and you'll lose it, right? Like, you see that, like, with lottery winners, right? You'll see that, like, oh my gosh, right? Like, they pulled it in, like, it's a miracle, it's a manifestation, it's so exciting. But then they haven't done the work. They haven't changed their self-esteem set point, their self-value, their self-worthiness, and then they sabotage it because they're not congruent with the emotional self-esteem, the emotional state of being that pairs with a person who's a lottery winner or a multimillionaire, whatever the sum of money would be to that person. So that's my secret sauce. Secret sauce to manifestation is get in and do the work. And what's your self-esteem? And we have different self-esteem set points in all the different areas. And this is the work I do. Like, right? This is the work I do. I help women in particular with their self-esteem, because to me, that's the golden egg to actualizing the life of your dreams. And you might have really high self-esteem with money. You might have really high self-esteem with running a business, being a business owner, being a parent, but you might have lower self-esteem, self-value, self-worth with relationships, or with your body, or with being a homeowner or an investor, or whatever the topic is. So we want to look at all the different topics, find the topics that maybe our self-esteem, our set point is lower than we would like it to be, and then just go in and do the work. Go in and do the work so you can raise it, and you can start pulling, you can start actualizing, you can start manifesting, summoning the things in that category that will make your heart sing. Because that's what it's all about, quality of life, right? Like, we're here, we incarnated on this planet. Why not make it a great one? Why not actualize the best life possible if that speaks to you? So thanks for listening.